Let me show you how to turn any Excel model, no matter how complex, into a scalable web service. In this demo, I'll start with a simple example model and instantly turn it into a web API. Once created, your API can be used by developers, automation tools like Zapier or N8N, or even by AI agents. To build your first API, simply click Get Started. You always start in your services overview. To create a new API, simply click on the button New Service. This will open the service detail area, where you can see the input and output parameter areas on the left side and the workbook view on the right side. Because this is a new service, we need to decide whether to create a model from scratch or import an existing Excel model. Let's use an existing email quality checker model for this demo. This Excel model checks the quality of a given email address. The model immediately calculates three key outputs: a risk score, whether the email is high risk and whether it's a public domain. Each result is driven by a set of transparent rules. The model checks the domain, the local part, and common patterns using lookup lists for disposable domains, suspicious prefixes, and typical typos. The model brings everything together to return clear, reproducible results you can expose as an API for automations or AI agents. Let's create our only input parameter, the email address. Simply select its cell and then click the Add as Input button. A new parameter dialog appears where the most important information of the parameter are already entered: parameter name, type, title, and the linked cell address. Now let's add the outputs of our service. We start with the main result, the risk score. Simply click the cell, choose Add as Output, and the parameter is created immediately. Next, we add the As High Risk flag. This output tells us whether the email matches any of the stronger warning patterns inside the model. And we repeat the process for the As Public email field. This lets the API quickly identify whether the address belongs to a common non-business provider like Gmail or GMX. Finally, we add the detailed rule results. Instead of selecting a single cell, we choose the entire range that contains the rule checks. Spread API automatically turns that range into a structured output, so the service can return every individual rule your model uses to calculate the score. With all outputs added, our API now delivers both a simple summary and a full breakdown of how the model reached its result. Once all input and output parameters are set, we can start testing our service. Just click the Test button in the top right corner to open the testing panel. Here, you can experiment with your parameters, in our case, by entering different email addresses and instantly checking the results. The test mode uses your local workbook to calculate everything. So after each test run, you can see exactly how the values change inside your spreadsheet. You can also switch the view between the test interface and the raw JSON response. This shows you the exact data your final API will return. Right now, our service is only available locally. To make it accessible from the outside, we need to publish it. You can always see the current service status in the top right corner. Once published, the service receives its own public URL, and we can test the live version in the API panel. Here you'll find your service endpoint, options to add security tokens, and a console for trying out all parameters. The test results also show the live response times of your API. And to help you integrate it quickly, we provide ready-to-use code samples for Node.js, curl, and even direct usage inside Excel or Google Sheets. In the next video, we'll show how to solve one of the biggest challenges of modern AI agents: unreliable and often hallucinated calculations. By combining our services with our MCP server, we'll demonstrate how AI can deliver fully reproducible results, even for complex models and pricing scenarios, enabling agents to generate accurate and dependable offers every time.